Everyone, this is Jane here from Crystal Sparkles Readings. Just here to pop down some cards for next week for us. Apologies for missing last week, just didn't have the time and it was all just a bit manic. So let's just have a look and see where we are for next week. So, first of all, we have the Queen of Swords. So, the Queen of Swords is a really interesting card, actually, because, as you know, the Queens, Kings, Pages, Knights are what I call the people cards, so the court cards. They are cards that often, not always, but often represent people in our readings. So this could be talking to you about an air sign energy. For me, the queens come up for females usually, the kings come up for men. It doesn't always have to be that way, but it tends to go that way for me, and it'll be different for you because your guides will work with you in whatever way you understand. So, you know, that's, you don't need to kind of buy into too much. It has to be a man, it has to be a woman. It doesn't. It's the energy more. So the energy of the Queen of Swords is very forthright, very direct. They will tell you what they mean. They won't mess about, okay? They'll be very direct. They're really articulate, really intelligent, and very strategic. So when it comes up for us in a reading, and it may or may not be talking about a person that we know, it may be your card. If you're an air sign, it would be. So if you are an air sign, it's kind of asking you to step into your power and really be your true, authentic air sign self. If you're not, and it's just come up as a guidance for you, it's asking you to speak up. It's asking you to communicate. It's asking you to be strategic, have a plan. So it's comes up for all sorts of different things, as do all the cards. You know, they all have multitudes of meanings. But this is really good, strong, let's say what we think, let's get our truth out there, let's speak up, let's have a plan, let's be strategic. That's the energy for that card for us. So I'm now just going to draw us a card from the lovely Mons Tarot. Just going to get that out. For some reason doesn't want to come out of the box. Right, okay, there we go. I love this little deck. It's just so cute. It really, really is. So let's just have a little shuffle. See what the little monsters have for us today. So we've got the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords can come up for lots of different reasons. It can be asking you to just be aware that not everybody around you is always going to be telling the truth and not be open, not be honest. So it's just asking you to keep an eye out for anybody like that. Trust your intuition. If you don't trust someone, it's telling you something, you know. So it's kind of just giving you a heads up. But I just feel like with the Queen of Swords there as well, it might be asking you to be your authentic self. You do you is what my guide is sort of giving me. So it might be saying to you, are you being your true self? Are you able to be your true self? Are you speaking up when you need to? Are you really speaking your truth? If you are, that's great. If you're not, these cards are encouraging you to do so. So really important messages there of being able to be your true self and being authentic. So don't be afraid to be yourself this week, I would say, is the message that we're getting there. Just going to pop down an oracle card for us for today as well, for this week as well. Let's see what we get. Okay. Beneath. I love this card. I think this is one of my favourite cards in this deck. Because I just love the faces on the vegetables. They're classic. But it's kind of asking you to be aware of what's going on under the surface. So we've also got this Seven of Swords in here, which does say to us sometimes all may not be as it seems. You might need to dig a bit deeper. Find out the truth. What we have here is what is going on under the surface, beneath the surface. So, yeah, I think I want to say dig a bit deeper. Have a good probe into anything that you feel isn't quite right, anything you feel that isn't exactly as it should be. Absolutely dig a bit deeper. But what my guide is also giving me is saying that what's in you? What do you have beneath the surface? What do you need to let shine out? What are you not showing because you might not be confident enough, or you might be a bit scared to be your true self? What's going on underneath for you? Let that out, because this is a really great card that just sort of says, you know what, you absolutely can shine if you let your true self show. So that's what my guide is giving me with those cards. I'm just going to have a little shuffle with the Brian deck and see what Brian's got to add today. See if he's got anything to bring along to the party. He usually does. Oh, I've got one that's jumped out onto the floor, so bear with me for 2 secs. I'll get that. There we go. Okay, determination, mate. That's the card we've got today. So, you know, that card speaks for itself, really. I think the thing with Brian's messages, they leave so little for you to have to explain. That just speaks for itself. Don't let this get the better of you. Keep going and don't take no for an answer. Best foot forward and all that. So, you know, Brian's asking you to keep going, be determined and not to give up. So it does look like we've got quite a bit going on this week in terms of some stuff that might not be visible and you might not feel comfortable about, but you know that there's something under the surface that you need to dig into. Absolutely. And keep going until you feel satisfied that you know everything that there is to know, I would say, is the determination card. So thanks very much for watching. Hopefully the reading has been helpful. Please do give video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it, and share, like, subscribe and all those good things. Really, really helps my channel. It's lovely to see you again this week, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.